Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. We're back, boys. Back in the Cast Patrol studio. How are we going?
Mate, I'm good. We're back with a bang, Jim. We had a massive episode in store.
Huge bang.
Normal episode, no special guests. You got us for probably an hour. We got a big episode.
We're going to go through State of Origin. We're going to look at some play on penalties, listener questions, Dabble wins, because we had
lot of Dabble wins.
bloody winners this weekend, and it all happened on the Dabble live stream. You loved it with Tommy Poppins?
Mate, unreal.
It went
they were
off.
loving it.
It actually went off.
The banter
Fun
chat.
fact, we actually set a record for the
did.
most amount of
Did we?
engagement. So thank you to all of you that tuned into the Dabble.
Yeah.
And if you don't, sign up using the link below.
The banter channel was going off its head.
Oh, crazy.
They love it. They love it freebie.
Yeah, well, we're giving a free
giving away
beanies left,
freebies.
right,
Oh,
and
they
centre.
loved it. Hey, we'll give them free winners away.
Yeah, copy
Yeah.
bet specials.
So
we'll
next
touch
time
that
we're on
later.
the Saturday live streams, tune in. But after it, we went with Tommy Poppins to the park, did some goal kicking.
Yes.
Goal
How do you
kicking
reckon,
challenge.
boys?
Bit of a challenge. A few of us weren't as good as others, we'll say that.
Yeah.
There was a few shockers.
Well, maybe you could say those shockers score tries in charity matches.
That is a hint.
And,
That
and
is a
they're,
hint.
they're
That's
better,
quite the hint.
They're better with speed and agility,
Yeah.
strength.
So, yeah, Mick was shit. That's pretty much
That's
what we're
your inside
saying.
scoop.
That's
It
your
is.
scoop.
It was fair
But no,
play.
yeah, I wanted more. Like, I was itching for more the next day.
You're
Okay,
not
here
gonna
we
believe
go.
it. So I go to Age's house on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And we're in the backyard. Adrian's sister's boyfriend's there, Jared. Shout out to Jared.
Go, Jared.
We're
J
playing
Rod.
a few shots in basketball. It's getting a bit boring. And he asked us, "Oh, where were you yesterday?" We go, "Oh, we're
Yeah.
doing a goal kicking challenge with Tommy down at the park."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, you know I slot him well.
He's like, I used
Did
to
he?
slot him from the sideline.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
saw-
like JT, like curl him in.
Slot him for anywhere we go."
Jared.
I'm like, Jared, turn up the
Turn up.
heat. Come
Nah,
on, mate.
you're not doing it. He goes, "We'll go right now." I go, "Bro, I don't
Bro,
have
the
my
the footy was going to start in 30 minutes.
I go, I don't have my boots, bro."
Yeah.
And he goes, No, it's sweet. I got pairs of boots for you in the car. I go, "No, you don't." We go to the boot of his car.
Bro, he's got everything.
He's got a kicking tee, a ball, 2 pairs of boots, one size, even for me. It was
Bro,
a size
he even
small.
had
He's
his footy,
ready.
he had his footy socks in there.
He was ready.
He was waiting for this moment
Yeah.
for his whole life.
This was it. He baited us.
Yeah.
He wanted to know, and he was waiting to kill Adrian in
Yeah.
some goal kicking.
So what happened? You got
So I went there, started doing a warm up. I did one kick from the sideline and I pulled my quad. Like literally. Like,
Was that the
it's
one of
still
the
hurting.
story?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the one of the story. I literally pulled my quad.
But he was a shocker.
Jared.
Him.
Oh, yeah.
One kick, shocker. It was going nowhere. Jared actually had a bit of distance on him.
Could he kick
he could
that?
hit him. He could hit him long, and like he had a bit of power on him, but like it was not going straight.
We used a bit of a dodgy
For a
ball.
guy with boots in his boot and a tee, you'd expect a bit better.
I was better on
Yeah.
Sunday, but my ankle's fucked now.
There was no JT
so
action.
no
whatsoever.
no
Plenty
trade
of
off.
excuses going around, eh, boys?
Yeah.
Plenty. But hey,
Well, Jared played for Macedonia international team.
Isn't he
for
the
rugby
hooker?
league, so he claims he's a gun.
so we actually played with an international rep on
Yeah.
the weekend.
Fair enough.
There you
That's,
go.
that's a big claim.
It's a claim.
It's a claim to
It's a
fame.
claim.
Well
It's a
done,
claim.
Jared.
State of Origin, boys. Let's
Yes.
jump to that. Teams were announced on Monday, so when you listen to this Wednesday morning, everyone knows the teams, but do we read them out anyway?
Yep, read him out.
All right,
Let's
so
go.
we go Queensland. Hey, Jimmy, you want to read Queensland
Yep.
since they're your beloved team?
So fullback AJ Brimson on the wings, Xavier Coates, Murray Talangi in the centres, Val Holmes and the Hammer. 5'8", Cameron Munster, Daly Trey Evans halfback, Ruben Cotter and Tino the props, Harry Grant at hooker, David Feeder, Jeremiah Nanai, Patrick Carrigan, and then on the bench, Benny Hunt, Lindsay Collins, Foduaker, and Big Red, Corey Horsburgh rounds out the bench, and then Tommy Dearden and Hopgood, 18th and 19th man.
So let's go
respectively.
through.
I have
go
to
through
say it's a
Queensland.
very strong team.
So Queensland
paper.
only, their outs are Thomas Flegler's out,
Yep.
and they've put in Corey Horsburgh,
Big Red, yep.
and he's been calling for a selection since game one.
I think that's a positive change.
I think
I think
it's good.
Horsburgh's deserved this spot. and
Yep, he's been knocking on the door, so
Cotter
I'm happy
front
with
row,
that.
I mean, he'll
Crazy
do a job.
man, Horsburgh.
And Brimson slots in for
Reece Lightning.
Reece
Reece Walsh, yeah. So Brimo was 18th man game 2, so he's been in the system.
Do you think if Ponga was available, he would have been the number one, or you think Brimson played well enough?
I think if Ponga's would have said, well, apparently Ponga said to Slater he's out for the series.
Okay.
He wanted to focus on Newcastle. So, but I think if Ponga was there, yeah, I think he would
He's
have
straight in.
He's straight in,
Especially
but
the form he's been in.
the luxury of having someone like Brimson to just slot in at fullback, he's playing great footy. No Cobbo, it's a bit interesting.
I couldn't believe it. You know, I just assumed he made it, and it wasn't until yesterday I realised he's not in the team.
No.
like Cobbo's not in the team.
It's
Thank God for New South Wales'
Xavier's
sake.
like
Well, it's
Coach is great as well,
considering
but-
what Cobbo did as well. Like hat trick, one of them was a freaky bounce.
Doesn't look injured to me.
Look, I think Billy Slater's actually gone with a pick and stick mentality. He's like, whatever, it worked, I keep it. That's it.
whitewash your series.
Well, you can sort of see what Slater's doing. He wants young, informed players, and he's been doing that from game 1 to game 3. And on the flip side, New South Wales. Mick, do you want to read it out?
I'll read it out. So we're trying to look at this from a positive perspective to start off with, and then we'll get into our usual Freddy rants. So Tedesco fullback, Brian To'o and Josh Adokar wings. The centres are Stephen Crichton and Bradman Best. The halves, Cody Walker earns a recall with Mitchell Moses at halfback. Jake Trbojevic, Regan Campbell-Gillard, 2 front rowers. Damien Cook at hooker. Liam Martin, Keon Kaloma-Tungi in the second row. And Cameron Murray at lock. The bench is IEO, Jacob Safidi, Reece Walsh, Clint Gutherson, and 18th man and 19th is Scott Drinkwater and Spencer Leniu. All right, so let's start from the debutants.
Where do we start, Mick?
Yeah.
There's a lot to work with.
There's too much to
Okay.
unpack here.
So let's just look at James Tedesco, keeps his spot. People trying to call him and say, no, with all due respect, who are we putting in? Are we putting Edwards fullback?
Mate,
Drinky.
The guy 18th man, Scotty Drink.
Yeah,
For
but,
the future.
yeah.
That could be an
but
option.
is he the future Scott Drinkwater for
Mate,
fullback?
he could be. He could be.
Would you rather a Latrell there?
I'd rather Latrell on the centres, I think, going long term. Just because, like, he's a strike player.
I think out of respect for Tedesco, he's earned a game 3.
I don't think he was ever in doubt.
No.
Freddie was
Nah.
always picking.
Look,
He's a captain.
Yeah, he's a
a
captain.
captain.
He might be in doubt next year, but for now, he's safe as houses.
Yep.
Let's talk about the recalls before the debutants. So Cody Walker gets his first game back in a few years.
That's
I think
crazy,
2020 was the last time.
Well, I think it's a bit late, to be honest.
It is a bit late.
Like,
I don't
if it
like
wasn't
it.
game 2, it should have been game 1. Why game 3?
I don't like it.
Doesn't make
how
sense.
old? Like Cody's what 33, 34?
He's old.
Like, is he going to be there next year?
No.
Is he going to be the Blues 5'8" next year?
Like, it seems like a bit of a desperate pick from me.
Like, yeah.
Cody is in great form. Like, we're not
Don't get me
knocking
wrong.
Cody.
No, no.
He's incredible.
Cody
Unreal.
100%
He's a magician.
deserves selection. And probably we're more upset about, why is it game 3? Why are you
Yeah.
feeding him to the Wolves?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, Freddie...
Like, if he's the man now, why wasn't he man at game 1?
Yeah.
Or game
Yeah,
2?
Understand? Yeah, 100%. And then I'm happy with his selection, but game 3, it's very stiff. Keon Kaloma-Tungi earns a debut.
Yeah, well deserved. He's been knocking on door. Him and Olak
Yep.
have
Yeah.
been touted as the next second
So
rowers.
this forward pack is pretty much brand new. None of these people started game 2.
yeah.
Not one. Even Cook started off the bench.
You're right.
So Jake's back. That's a big in. Regan's a big in.
Thank God.
Liam
Regan's
Martin deserved to probably start in the back row, and I think Keon
Yeah.
would have got picked for game 1 had he not been injured.
At least
And
on
Cam
the bench.
Murray starts.
We were calling it for a
Thank
weeks.
the Lord for that.
Yeah.
Cameron Murray.
Because I think
don't-
that's where the game's been won and lost is the forward pack.
Yeah.
Queensland's just rolled through the New South Wales forwards.
Yeah, and they played him wrong game 1. Everyone knows that. 37 minutes of the bench. Ridiculous. He's going to, if he plays good, he probably doesn't leave
Well,
that
this
spot
is
for the next
Cameron
few
Murray's
years.
first time he started at lock for
Crazy.
New
I
South
think it's
Wales.
his 13th game for the Blues.
Crazy.
Finally gets a start at lock.
Crazy. But now we'll talk about the big selections that have been warranting a few head scratches, from comment sections to media to Brent Reed versus Brandy on Monday night.
NRL 360.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
grouse.
So the first one's Bradman Best at centre. Look, he's young. I
He's
mean,
thick.
he had an amazing game against the Dogs,
Yep.
but
He wasn't my first pick. He
No,
didn't even come to
He
mind.
wasn't my first pick. So what Brandy said, who's the selector, he said that they looked at Tago or Tango.
Yeah.
They said no. They didn't consider Will Penasini.
They didn't.
Did not. They didn't even look at him. Which I think
That's a bit unfair, not considering him. He's been in great
The
form.
thing is, they've been playing better footy than Bradman this year.
Yeah.
exactly. Well,
More consistent footy.
Yeah.
one thing Fittler seems to like, he must think that the Bulldogs are the deciding and form team to judge for picking players. We saw Mitchell Moses had the game of his life.
Yep.
Then Bam gets picked against the Dogs.
Well, if you flip the ladder upside down, Mick, the Dogs are going good.
The Dogs, man, they're
So
killing
maybe
it.
Freddie's,
Like, let's say
upside
Bradman
down.
doesn't score a hat trick on Sunday. Does he get picked?
I'd say no.
I'd say no.
Then who's there?
That's what I mean.
Well, the options are Kotoni Staggs,
Yeah, Kotoni
Yanasini, Matt Burden, who has done it before.
had a shocker on the weekend.
Yes, he had a shock on the weekend, but he's done it for New South Wales left
Yeah.
centre.
I would have been going Burden for, in my opinion.
Burden was the one that it's just
He
makes
can
sense.
kick. You know what? Before I know we're going to slam Freddie with the next few picks, but I have to say, Freddie, one thing I didn't want to see is him just name the same team for game 3.
He's made changes.
He's made changes. He's gone, you know
That's
what?
what you needed.
I reckon he's actually said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I'm going to pick on form. You cunts have been calling me to pick on form.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm picking Bradman Best. I'm picking
one
Cody
game
Walker. You won on the weekend. Keon Kalamatangi, one bang. Oh, who's the most informed player in the comp? Clint Gutherson. You're in off the bench.
Yeah.
Someone understand what Clint's on the bench for.
Like, it makes sense,
That
but it
bench
doesn't at the same time.
No, it
That
doesn't.
bench doesn't
Because
make
if we're
sense.
picking on form, Jacob Sofidi.
Okay.
Where's the form?
Yeah, but what's doing
Massive
with the
game.
bench?
Okay, the bench, let's talk about
Doesn't
it.
make sense.
Yo, he'll fill in for a middle.
Yeah.
Reece Robson's going to do that swap between the hookers.
Even in the
Start?
middle, he can play in the middle.
He can play middle, back
They're
up.
going to have to throw him in the middle.
Okay, but Jacob Sofidi, he wasn't even in contention game 1, game 2.
Is he a game 3 specialist?
Did he play game 3 last year?
And he scored.
He scored, so 100%.
Wait, was he playing
strikes
for
rate.
Newcastle?
Yeah.
So he's been injured.
No,
No,
he's
he's
playing.
been playing off the bench.
There
or
is an
starting, I don't
argument
know.
to be made. He's not even the best
Twin.
Sofidi at Newcastle, but that's not my arguments.
I read
I'll
somewhere.
tell you an argument, Mick. Spencer Lenu.
Yeah.
How is he not
Well,
starting on the bench?
if you're looking for
He's a fucking menace.
front rower off the bench, Lenyu's your man. Or even, don't you feel sorry for Balo?
Mate,
Yeah.
Barlow, he was not that bad, was he, to be dropped?
But there's a little conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Roger Fabri podcast dropped last week. We said to him, if you're making changes, what are you going to make? And I said, are you going to drop the slowest player on the field, Balo? And he goes, mate, maybe.
Exactly. Is it all about speed?
It could
Have we
be.
been looking at this wrong? Because Bradman Best has speed.
Has speed.
Yeah.
You know what?
Apparently, Freddie thinks Daniel and Jacob Safidi are the same bloke. That's
Really?
why he just picks him on the bench.
Also, he adds their stats
So he
together.
he doesn't know.
Okay.
Picks him as one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with the bench. But
Gutho will play 10
No, but
minutes.
to be honest, the
lock.
main
even
thing
might get
is
on.
having 2 utilities on the bench.
yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It's like he's trying to cover up for injuries, like all bases.
Well, we saw
we
Nick-
have one forward, middle forward on the bench, one prop.
What about this one, right? Nico Hines, everyone wanted him to play. He gets picked on the bench, and then game 2 dropped. So you're telling me Gutho's now in front of Hines after a bad 8-minute performance?
I really feel bad for Nico.
Because Hines can
Nico
play.
should have been 5'8" this game, I think.
Yeah. Well, the bloke's played 12 minutes at centre, missed one tackle, and he's done. Not
No,
considered.
exactly. So
Like,
I'm actually not sure what. Yeah, it's
But I tell you,
He's hurt me.
also on that bench, like Matty Burden, for him not to be centre, for him not to be 14, and for him not to be 17 or 18,
yeah,
is
it's a lot.
ridiculous.
Birdo.
Birdo. Like, he can cover positions. Yeah. And we know he has that dog in him. I don't know, man.
It's an interesting one.
So we put it to the listeners on Instagram for Bradman Best because I think that was the one that shocked everyone. It was like, I mean, Bradman Best always been touted, but it was a shock for game 3 at least. So this is what the fans have to say. At Oz Footy Shorts, I hope Freddie sends him to Bali for a new sleeve before the game.
Quick trip. He can make it. Instead of being in Origin camp for a week.
He could.
At Roland Doc 120, love it. Informed throbber with a wicked sleeve tape. Mate, everyone loves the sleeve tape.
Oh, he's in form, mate. He's in form, and he throbs.
At Jaden Roberts says Freddie's lost it.
Did he have it?
That's
he ever
There's-
have it?
there's-
I think he had it. The
At the
first 2
start.
series, he had it.
Yeah.
Okay.
At Brokey Haynes, good player, but maybe too soon. Should have had Stretch in there before him. Yeah, look, we've touched on Stretch before.
Fortunately, he's injured.
He's been extremely unlucky. Like the fact that he got injured just before game 1,
Yeah.
he would have played a full series under his
Big.
belt.
Imagine I told you Bradman Best would play and Stretch wouldn't play this series at the game 1.
Well, I want
Could've
to
laughed
I want to dive even deeper. If I put $1 million in front of you and I said, Jimmy,
Yeah.
you have to bet on one Newcastle Knights centre to play Origin this year. Dane Gagai
Gags.
or Best.
Bro, Gags.
It had to be Gag.
If I said, Jimmy, name one other player than Latrell Mitchell that's going to play centre for the Blues this year, who you putting $1 million on?
Birdo or Turbo?
No, for South.
Oh,
Campbell.
Campbell Graham?
Campbell, yeah.
Sorry, it was Cook.
I know. Oh, man.
Sorry.
It's shambles.
Oh, it's shambles. So, and then at Reese Scholes says, huge congrats to Bradman. Shocked as a Knights fan, but get out there and rip and tear. Look,
Obviously, we wish him all the
Oh,
best.
mate,
Oh, I think he's going to rip and tear.
He's going to rip and tear for
Did you
sure.
see, he came out and said he hates Queensland. He wanted to punch the kids at school that went for Queensland. Like,
Mate, he's
going to have the crack.
good luck to him.
But we're not having to go at Bradman.
No,
He's a
we're
great
not.
player. We're having to go at Freddie's theories and selection picks and just doesn't align, especially from game 1 to game 3. We can be here all day.
One thing Guru said that stood out to me was, would we be surprised if Bradman Best played this game and then never played again and just became another one of Freddie's one and dones?
Hey,
There's been a few.
I wouldn't be that surprised.
So I went back with age, with the New South Wales diehards, and we looked at all the one and dones or one game wonders or one game burials that Freddie actually picked and never selected again. So here are Freddie's one and done selections.
Yes. Okay. Start us off. Matt Pryor. He played game 2, 2018. We won by 4 points. He was starting front row and we won the series. He was the only one on this list who won and never got picked again.
I actually can't believe that Matt Pryor.
So they
got
won
picked.
game 2,
Yep.
and then you didn't pick for game 3.
No.
No, you get picked.
So was he filling in for an injury or something?
I think he was.
Must have, but
So he won the series and fucked off.
with all due respect to Matt Pryor, I don't remember him being that great. I remember him being a plotter.
He
of
was
man.
playing Origin.
reliable and safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Nick Kotrick, he played one game in 2019. We lost by 4 on the wing. He played pretty decent, then never got picked again.
Now he's a benchy at the Raiders.
Exactly.
Big forward.
Game 1, 2019. And he's not even starting for Raiders now. Pretty fucked.
Luke Keary got picked game 1, 2020 at 5'8". We lost by 4.
Keary.
I forgot about
Yeah,
Keary.
he got thrown into the deep end.
And then he ended up getting sacked and Cody Walker started 5'8". But yeah.
Yeah, Keary. I forgot about him as well.
There you go. Yeah.
Tell you one who you guys probably don't remember. Kotoni Staggs. Game 1, 2022. We lost by 6. He was playing centre.
Well, that's who you would have thought would get picked.
He would probably been in contention.
He was on the radar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't understand
Just his
this,
defence was probably a bit lacking lately.
this one and done policy. Like one and done. That's
It
it.
doesn't make sense.
Ryan Madison, game 1, 2022. I think he's been good. I think he's just had injuries.
I think he'll be back.
I think he will be back. I don't think he's a one and done, but for now he's a one and done. And then we go on to this year's series.
Okay, this
The
year's
big
series,
ones.
there's a bit of a list here as well. Nico Hines, game 1, 2023. We know what happened. He played 12 minutes, playing centre, missed the tackle on Munster, and never seen again this series.
And just for clarification, these are we don't think that Nico will never play Origin again. This is just who Freddie's picked for one, and then axed him the next game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he hasn't played since. Tavita Pangai Jr., game 1, as Freddie said, it's a gamble.
And-
Gamble didn't pay off.
Yeah, it definitely didn't, and he's cast.
He's cast. But the one I think that's probably confused everyone, it confused everyone when they picked him, and even now getting dropped. Stefano Utakamanu.
Yeah.
Like, he's been in the system for that long,
No, but
and they blooded him too early.
they've earmarked him as this future New South Wales prop. They've put him on for 12 minutes, took him off. Now they've sacked him. Like,
What a dent
what
to the
is
confidence.
going on?
Absolute dent.
Was he that bad for 12 minutes
Bro,
that
what
he
can
never
you
gets
do in
picked?
12 minutes?
And then-
You can't do much.
Oh, and then you pick Jacob Saifidi. I mean, with all due respect, like Fittler, you have to have a game plan. That was my number one thing from game 1 to game 2. It was like, it's just combinations. It's at hooker and hooker, hooker utility. I feel like he's done it again.
I think he's stuffing with the confidence of these players. Nico Hines, confidence down. What happens next time? Does he think the coach is going to back him in the Origin arena? Same with Stefano.
Yeah.
But the question it raises is, will Bradman Best and Keon Kolomatangi, will they only have one game for New South Wales?
Hopefully not. I think Keon's probably got a future in Origin. Bradman Best might just be unlucky in the fact that there's better centres in front of him.
Well, next year, Trell Mitt's back.
Tron
Yeah.
Mitt,
Hopefully, touch
obviously
wood.
your
Turbo.
turbos of the world. Stephen Crichton's still in and around. So yeah, that's a big list of
Quite
players.
the
isn't it?
list.
Going into it, you go, fuck, I actually forgot. You know who was one that I thought was in there, but it's not? Sifa Talakai.
He played 2.
He played 2 games. He's game 2 and game 3.
So that's 8 players Freddie has dropped within 5 series of coaching. Or 6
it's a big drop.
since 2018.
But yeah, that's enough for Origin. An extended Origin preview with all our bets, preview, and tips will be going out next week on Monday. So just give you 2 days to listen,
Yep.
get involved.
Get a bit G'd, even though it's
Yeah.
a dead rubber. It's still a big Origin
Yeah,
game
look.
that we can get around.
It's tough to get around. But one thing that is good to get around is the Roger Fabri podcast.
What a man.
What a man.
Cast character of the decade.
Yeah, at the minute. He's a very, very good bloke. Off and on air. He was unbelievable on air.
He knows his shit as well. Like, as much of a lunatic he is,
He's been around.
He knows.
We've seen it.
He knows speed.
He does.
He's a speed specialist.
He's.
He knows
So,
anything.
yeah, definitely have a look at that. And Yeah, it's great. You got to have a listen. We're going to insert a clip right now.
It's of him talking about the borough. You have to listen to it.
It's a big yarn. Who do you support, Rog?
I don't support anybody.
Really?
No,
Just
I
fast
used-
players.
So no, yeah.
Just love speed.
Well, I used to be crazy about South. I was fucking mental South supporter.
Just like
Yeah.
us.
And I still have probably a heart for them. There was no Fox back then, so I used to travel to every game.
Really?
Every game.
Jesus.
I'd be sitting with the what do you call those maniacs?
A borough.
The borough?
I'd be sitting in the borough. They'd give me a flag. I'm not joking. I'd have to wave the fucking flag. I used to go they had 3 grades then at the same fixture. So your under 23s would play, then reserve grade would play, and then first grade would play.
A whole day of
I'd
footy.
get that 11:50 at 12 o'clock and not leave till 5 o'clock.
Fuck that.
That's commitment.
Yeah.
That is and I'd travel
Jesus.
everywhere. It was like a religion.
Wow.
I met some girls from there. I used to fuck them in the toilet.
Where,
In the borough?
At the stadium.
At the stadium. Because you get there early.
Yeah, wow.
So you didn't even watch half the under 23s.
Fuck, who cares?
Okay, boys, let's go over it quickly. Players in spotlight from round 18 last week. I went Tommy Dearden, Fear the D, 1 try, 2
The
try
D.
assists, 10 tackle breaks, 195 metres. I versed this prick in SuperCoach and he lost me the week. He was unbelievable. I
He's
had to
having
put
a
him in.
great year.
Crazy.
isn't he?
Boys, what do you got?
I've gone had to go. Selwyn Cobbo. I talk about him
The
almost
Throbbo.
every week.
Selwyn
He's-
Throbbo.
Like normally I pick him for just 1 try efforts and a few meters, but fuck. That chip and chase he scored for the 3rd try won you your best bet.
I couldn't believe it. I
It
thought I
was-
was dead.
He's
He's a
gonna
miracle worker.
He's gonna play center next year when Herbie moves on. So
You reckon? You reckon he's going to evolve to a
Yeah,
centre then fullback?
wow.
he's I don't like to compare players because everyone's different, but he's turning into that mold of like a Latrell Mitchell coming through wing, then center, and then eventually a fullback.
Wow.
Fullback's his preferred
Inside scoop.
position.
Well, he's your SuperCoach keeper, Mick. You've been saying it
Yeah.
for ages. So
I've got a lot riding on this guy. I'll tell you that for free.
And then for me, could be the greatest name in rugby league, Phoenix Crossland.
That's a good name.
Phoenix is a good name.
Great name. 2 tries, 2 line breaks, 1 try assist, 28 tackles. Probably the best game of his career.
Oh, by far.
I think, since Brayley got injured, I think he's really made that number 9 his own. So, Phoenix Crossland for me.
Yeah, he's been good. Like, it's not a name that stands out to you on paper,
No.
but he's been doing good, like especially kicking game out of hooker.
Yeah.
Because he's been in the halves. He's pretty proficient at that. And, yeah, good ball skills, good support play. He's been
Playing
good.
good footy.
And then some other players that impressed. The NRL Team of the Week for round 18. So we do this in collaboration with the Corner Post. He's got amazing graphics, even better bloke. His name's Jeff, so shout out him.
Yep, go follow the Corner Post on,
What a man.
on Instagram.
That's a
Yeah,
great
he's a
man.
legend.
So here's the team that we decided all together. So fullbacks, Scott Drinkwater, very tough on Kalen Ponga. Wingers, Selwyn Cobbo, Murray Talangi. Centers, Bradman Best, bang, origin spot.
Boom.
And Isaac Tungor. 5'8", Dearden. Halfback, Nico Hines. The 2 props, Hassan Tino, Fasua Malawi. Second rowers, Fitzgibbon and Fafita. The lock, Cameron Murray and Age. You want to read the bench because these are your faves.
Okay. Kurt Mann, Hame Sele. No need to
Unbelievable.
fear. Sele's here, boys. Lindsay Smith, so underrated. And Thomas Hazelton, the biggest bopper in the NRL.
And 18th man, Kalen Ponga. He played unreal.
He had to be there
He had to be
somewhere.
there. Notable mentions, Farnsworth, Holmes, Hudson Young, Nanai, Matt Moylan, and Hess. Also, a bit of controversy. I don't know if you've noticed it. People in the DMs, ever since we put that video up of Havili never being put on his back, people have been playing silly buggers with us.
They've
They've
been,
telling us.
saying, oh, check this minute.
Yeah.
Havili
Of
went
this
on his
game.
back.
Yeah.
And we went, and it was the wrong bloke. It wasn't even
It
him.
wasn't him. Or they think it's him. It's not him.
We have not
They're playing silly
seen.
buggers.
We've not seen visual footage
No.
of Havili on his back.
Someone goes, 72nd minute. I'm like, he wasn't even on the field.
He literally
So,
off the field.
so this week
So,
he's playing hooker.
Playing hooker this week.
it's not as good for his chances of being not put on his back because
No, but Mamo will come on and he'll move to the forwards.
yeah. But when he's in the hooker role, it's the only chance, the 0.0001% chance he can get put on his back.
How's he going to get put on his back?
Oh, he's not.
From hooker.
Well, everything's possible, but this is pretty
This
much
is pretty
impossible. Like pretty much not possible.
It is. You're right.
And we love Havili. But
I
no,
tell you
also-
what we do love, Mick. We love winners. Who
Winners!
doesn't
Dabble.
love a winner?
On
Everyone
Dabble
loves a winner.
especially.
Oh,
Dabble
Dabble
winners.
winners.
Dabble's been very good to
Well,
us.
it's the only
Saturday
place to bet,
stream.
isn't it, Jimmy?
We have a few age, so let's get through them. Go.
All right, we'll start off with a big doozy one. European darts fill up 5 legs, $20.81. This one on a Sunday when there's nothing on.
Do you have your blindfold
19
on?
people. Hey,
How'd
Jimmy,
you pick this?
I did my research. I did it off ranks, off the last 5 and head-to-head matchups.
Yep.
And 19 people backed me in. And thank God for these 19 people. Some of them were drunk and said, I put a drunken bet on and I woke
Oh,
up
no.
to a win. This shat in. It was like, I watched it all. It was like the easiest thing ever.
You
They
watched it?
blew them all out.
On
Oh,
what?
beautiful.
What channel?
I live streamed it illegally.
Hey.
We'll cut that part out.
Well done, Age.
Another one based off the stats. AFL same game multi, Hawks versus Blues, 5 legs. It was all disposals and goals. $5.50. 36 people copied.
Pretty
Even
good.
though we're not AFL specialists. But tell you
Very
what, we
good.
are specialists at. Jim,
NRL.
NRL specialists. Take away this one.
Cows versus Tigers, same game multi. Cows -6.5 first half.
Cream.
Talangi anytime. Nanai anytime. Cows -14.5.
Right, this was, we needed Nanai for like the whole game.
70th minute until he scored.
Just
He was scary.
5.25, 15 copies.
Beauty, you'll take
Yeah,
that.
boys, the big one.
The biggest one of the week.
Massive.
If you follow us on Instagram, you would have seen we hit the copy bet special on the Saturday live racing stream. Bit of context for those that didn't tune in. It was race 2 at Flemington.
Yep.
There was a red hot favourite.
Pacific
Ruby.
Ruby. $2.
Odds.
$2.50.
Yep. And we asked Jim. Jim's obviously our horse guy, and he says, no, Sione's our man. Second favourite at $4.20.
Well, you
Yep.
pinpointed it before the stream started.
Pinpoint it.
I did.
I like the combination of Paddy Payne, Billy Egan, and the Rubisaki colours.
Straight to the front.
Straight to the front. We asked it before. We asked the
Hang
banter
on,
channel.
We said, what do you guys think?
And the amount of support for the favourite,
Incredible.
incredible.
Everyone said the
Everyone's
favourite.
like, you got to go Pacific Ruby. 2, I think it was number 2. 2,
Yeah.
2, 2.
We
Pacific
got
Ruby.
flogged for actually asking the banter channel and then not even acknowledging it.
Yeah.
But we asked for an opinion.
We asked for opinion. We just have to make sure that someone didn't have an inside word.
Like, I was about to be like, do we just back it to just cover our ass?
I like me.
Then
but
we're like, no,
it's
we
2v1.
got to back Jimmy.
So Jim straight to the front.
Straight to the front. And yes, the rest is history.
Pacific Ruby
Jump lead
was on a
ran
treadmill.
A
It
miss.
was running backwards in the straight.
Ruby came probably last,
Probably close
and
to last
Sione
and
just
first.
held him for first. $4.20 odds. Get this, boys.
How many copies?
405 copies.
Oh, 5 copies? That's pretty good.
405.
405.
Yeah. So if you do the
Far
the
out.
quick maths on that, I think we cost double around 45,000 off that one bet.
If you don't mind.
That is sickening.
And then
How do they get us on these streams again?
Murray Bridge Race 3 Celsius staff, our good mate, Sheridan Tomlinson. Shout out Sheridan.
Tell them the yarn behind that.
So funny enough, he actually I was looking at our followers the other day. And,
gives us a follow.
and what's his name, Jimmy? Sheridan.
Sheridan Tomlinson.
Yeah, I saw he followed
Shero?
us. Shero, I was like, oh, he rides horses, but I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't backed too many of his horses.
yeah.
Doing the stream, fucking Murray Bridge pops up and we're going, who should we go? I go, mate, this guy follows us on Instagram.
And we're like, surely an Omen bet.
Yeah.
$3.70.
Jump lead win.
Celestial Star. 45 copies.
Celsius
he
star.
won.
Yes.
He actually
Celsius.
responded. I sent him a message. I said, mate, 45 people rode you home, copied on the live stream
Did he
for double.
respond?
He said, you, how good. So that's
love it,
beautiful.
Shero.
And
But
then,
age, 2 big ones. Ooh,
Well, the
Jimos.
winter copy bet
Yes.
specials. That's a big promo going on with
CB4.
Dabble.
Yeah, it's all over now. But yeah, Sunny Coast Race 7 in the Wink Skinnies.
You
Nice
picked this
choice.
one, Jimmy. Nice choice.
$13.
$13.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
And that was
That
cash
is
back
massive.
25. So,
And surprisingly, 13 copies. There you go.
yep.
We also had Super Saturday
That was a big
Special.
one.
This
Big
was
one.
a good one. $15 odds for Tomoko, Dearden, and Farnworth to
All
score.
done pretty early.
Yes, they're all pretty safe.
Yeah.
So I was very happy with that one. 40 people copied. That was a big bang. Same day, triple of the day. This was a safer one. $6, but it was Calm Pereira, Valame into Cobo.
Yeah.
That got up. 13 people copied. So we had a fucking big day on Saturday.
We did. Great day.
Massive.
Your
But you
best
can't
bet.
ask for much more. And my best bet, yeah. $5.42. 14 people copied. There was AJ. That was Creamy scored 2. Raiders, they got away with murder. We don't want to talk about that one. And then Broncos -6.5. Thanks to Cobo's
Controversial.
super
So
chase.
losses now because we have to talk about losses. But before losses, I was actually sad because obviously my best bet lost again. Nothing new.
Yeah.
Jason Saab doesn't score, broke the cast patrol effect, whatever.
Yeah.
I was very sad. And then I had this little pulsating vision come to the back of my mind. I go, fuck, we haven't recorded a podcast since the State of Origin pod. And Jimmy, isn't there a challenge that we do each week on the pod?
What is it? Chili?
Chili? Didn't I cop it 2 or 3 episodes
World's
ago?
hottest
You
chili.
did, you did.
World's
call
hottest
me.
chili, and Age was going, nah, fuck him, do as
Yeah.
much as you want.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? State of Origin Try Scorer Tryfecta should be worth double. I
Should
picked
be.
Murray Talangi. Ding. Jimmy,
went
who'd you
Hammer.
pick? Ding. Age?
I picked,
What was it? Game 2 what?
I think I picked Damien Cook
I picked Cook.
Yeah.
Sorry, Game 2 Fox?
off the bench.
Game 2 Fox.
I picked Fox and he didn't score. Thanks to Cook, who was
So stick around because Age is going to be having the world's hottest chili at the end of this podcast.
I'm not
can't
ready.
wait.
I'm not
Oh,
ready.
it's
for
so
this.
good.
Cannot wait.
I can't handle my chili. This is
Oh,
gonna
well, it's
be-
even better.
This is gonna be fun.
But like I
Yeah.
said, let's go through the losses because we'll get through them quickly enough. We'll just read some big stiff ones. So try scorer Quaddy, For the Cowboys game, we had Nanai, Talangi, Dearden, last leg, Robson.
Only leg.
Let down 36 people, but the one that hurt was 81 copies. We did the try scorer quaddy for the Raiders Titans. Fafita, Tomoko, Chris.
All scored.
All scored. Last leg, Sammy. Bet got voided.
He didn't play.
But
So
Jojo
the whole bet
Fafita.
got voided.
I know.
And
But
Jojo scored with
And
Sammy.
Jojo scored on his wing.
so
That was a killer.
if,
That
if,
was a
if
killer.
you take out Sammy, you probably get some juicy odds.
Still juice.
Yeah, it still would have been over 20s.
Yeah.
18th man lost again. 8 in a row losses to 18th man.
Wow.
They're
You
in
guys
trouble.
are fucking cast.
It might be almost 10 in a row for
Should
the
we
tat.
sin bin the 18th man?
Nah.
Or the tat.
It's the
The
tat.
10.
Or it's a punishment for 10.
Oh my god!
So it's coming up.
So it's going to be ballsy whoever
Yeah,
takes
so
that
18th man
spot.
was Best Sport 2.0. He's lost. Sorry, mate. Up in the Gold Coast. But we got Big Les, local boy.
Yeah,
Big Les League.
Les has his own little podcast. He does his own tips. So hopefully he's better than all the previous 18th man.
But remember, all these bets to copy. You might hear what are copies. It's a new form of social betting on Dabble.
Yep.
Proud sponsors of the podcast and a great company that we love working for at the minute. They host Dabble live streams every week from Wednesday to Saturday.
I don't think any other betting site does that.
No,
That's their pod, their point of
it's
difference.
the socials, it's the followers, it's the,
The
live stream.
engagement, the giveaways, free beans.
It's more than betting. It's a community.
It is a community, Mick, and that's the best part about it. You know?
So if you want to sign up to Dabble, use the link in the bio, or when you sign up via the App Store or website, whatever, use the code CASTPatrol, CASTPATROL.
And yes, Jim, what do you do for those out there that are struggling with gambling?
Well, just a reminder, what are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit the website gamblinghelponline.org.
But I do have a best bet for you guys. Best bet is set a deposit limit.
That's the best bet.
Know your limit, set it. I don't care if it's a day or a week. Set it.
the best
Know
bet.
your max that you can afford to lose.
Yep.
Have a bit of fun.
Dabble responsibly.
But don't go out of control.
100%.
Exactly. Boys, do you hear that?
What's
What
that
is it,
noise?
Mick?
Dun-dun. Dun-dun.
What is it?
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Here are the round 19 stats that you need to know.
Sharks have won 9 out of the last 10 games versus Tigers. Tigers are cast.
They're in
Yeah.
trouble.
They're in big trouble.
How many do Sharks lose to Origin?
None.
What?
None to Origin.
None?
Yeah.
They lose for
Finucane's
to injury
injured, yeah.
and Hamlin Ueli to injury.
Yeah, you're right. All the
Well,
yeah.
Hines didn't get picked.
Yeah, like who's next in? Maybe like Wilton, McGuinness, like
No, there's
Not
no
re-
one.
Talakai won't get picked.
Talakai,
And Tigers, they've had Corus
Appy's
out.
injured.
Brooks.
Lemmo
I
won't get
saw
picked.
Knopf done his shoulder.
Toy, Stefano
Twall's
got
out.
dropped.
Wait,
Twall
Steph got dropped?
from Origin.
Oh, yeah.
Steps back in.
Wait, Twall got
Yeah, Twall
dropped?
got suspended for the hip drop.
suspended. Oh, yeah.
Justice for Twall. Seriously.
Justice with Twall.
So
wasn't
what,
that
So
bad.
what do you got in this game? Sharks by the 100,000.
Take the line. I think it's out to 20 now. I'll be taking the line.
You reckon they'll cover?
I think I'll cover it. Ronaldo will score.
Yep.
Kennedy will score.
Yep. Who else?
I can keep going. Nakora and
List their whole team.
Nakora and Hines on that right
Yeah.
edge
Go
have a
down
great
the
combo.
list. But yeah, go the Sharkies. The Raiders have not won a game without Corey Horsburgh since round 20 last year.
Oh, that's a head
Fuck,
doer.
that's
Round
a-
20.
that's a while ago.
It's almost a whole year. We're in round
So
19.
nearly a year. So they
They
need
have not won a
Horsburgh to
game.
win. Without Horsburgh, they're gone.
So wait, so he's not played and they've lost during that time.
I don't know how many times he hasn't played,
Mate.
but the last time they
Right.
won without Horsburgh there
Yep.
was nearly a year ago. So there you go.
Okay.
Big Red is a big. I still think Raiders will win.
For sure.
Dragons.
Mike,
are
I
fucked.
was about to say, my
sorry,
stat, mate.
interrupt
You ruined
me,
me.
mate.
I'm too
I was just
keen.
going to say how bad Dragons were, but you can keep going.
Well,
Go for it.
they
mate.
are bad, but I really want to get this one out because Mike Acevo has scored in every single game he has played against the New Zealand Warriors.
All 4, Mick.
All four.
All 4.
All four.
He scores in pretty much every
Sivo.
game.
Not to mention, he scored 16 in 16 this year.
And they're
Yeah.
playing a
He's
combank.
equal first top try scorer.
He's,
Are they
yeah.
at Combank?
They're a combank.
sure they're
They
a
love
combank, yeah.
combank. He loves scoring at combank.
He loves Combank.
was-
But to be fair, he's fucked my multi the last 2
Oh, he
times.
has, he
Before
has.
that.
It's been disallowed a
But
fair
he's been
bit.
disallowed like a handful.
Yeah.
So that's the forgiveness there. But, you know, without Moses, Gutho, and all the other spine key players, like he's in trouble.
I was actually really hot on the Eels coming into this, and then I saw Gutho was out, Russell fullback. I was like, oh, Lumi
Lumi on the
comes on the wing. I was
Yeah,
like,
RCG's out.
I was
It's
like,
like,
yeah,
oh.
I was like, they've actually lost a lot of their pack. The only thing they get Sean Lane back off the bench.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
That's
Yeah.
a good inclusion. Matto's going into the halves, a bit rogue, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
halfback.
Arcee's
they're a
Arcee's playing
chance.
good footy.
Arcee's good. They're a chance. Hopgood's still there. Paulo's back because he's not selected. But Warriors, if SJ plays,
Apparently he might be
Yeah.
out having a kid.
Yeah, he's having a kid. Yeah, it's
So
a
what do you
milestone
think-
game as well.
if the kid can
Is it?
wait, yeah, for
How
the
many?
club,
200.
200 for club.
Ooh.
I'll tell you a fucking crazy multi you can do. It's a milestone multi. SJ 200 for club.
Yeah,
AFB 150th.
yeah.
Egan 100th.
And D
maybe for
Walks.
club. And D Walks
200.
200 for club.
200 for club.
If you multi
Really?
that, that's an omen bet. That could
Wow,
be.
they're also around their
They're all on
milestones.
Yeah.
milestone game.
Oh, if Warriors don't win that for all their
All
milestones,
their milestones. That's more reason Warriors should win.
It
that's
is
crazy. All of
They
them
have a
aligned.
full team if SJ's not out. Bulldogs have conceded 148 points in their last 3 matches. What the hell is going on with their defense?
How
What
many?
was going on?
148 points in their last 3 matches.
It's like 50
Nearly
on average.
50 a game.
So who's pumped them? They got pumped by.
Knights 66,
Yeah, who's the week before that?
Storm,
Storm put some damage on him.
and then someone else put a fair few points on them as well. Like
Shit, did
they just
Cows
can't
come in
Is
that?
it
defend.
Cows? I don't think so.
I don't know. It's
I don't even remember,
Footy's
but-
flying too quick.
But they have made a lot of changes.
Oh, yeah.
I think Avarillo went fullback, Perham got dropped.
They signed Sexton.
Sexton straight in.
Sexton
I mean,
straight in.
Sexton's pretty good.
Well, they need a good halfback, and he's solid.
Mm.
He'll help him avoid
Yeah.
the spoon.
Gee, they were in trouble on Sunday, weren't
Oh.
Mate, that right edge.
You know they cost me my perfect round?
they? The dog.
Oh, I was so
they
filthy.
did.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, you're
Alamotti
kidding.
got dropped. Rajab
Did
got
he?
dropped.
Yeah, Rajab got dropped at half time.
There was a lot of changes going on for the
bloke.
Dogs, but South have a lot of outs, boys.
they do.
But I think we won the last 5 against them.
Footy Dean.
Footy Dean's in. Congratulations. Gets another run.
Yeah,
He's safe as houses, Footy Dean.
loves it.
He's a great footy player. He just plays footy.
He's very good.
I think we're still going to get him.
Yeah, I think so.
South to win. All right, how about this stat, boys? The Titans have never scored a second half point versus the Finns. Finns up, eh?
Wow. That was that massive
mean, that
comeback.
one game.
28 to 26.
They were 26 0
That's cheeky.
Yeah, I think it was 26-0.
That's cheeky.
26-0.
much.
And
Couldn't
they
find
scored
much.
28.
Not much history between them. But yeah,
One game between them.
I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this one. This one's a tight one.
I think the Dolphins. Finns up.
Well, okay, we got to think about all this. Titans are
No,
losing
they're forwards.
Brimson, Tino, Foti, Fafita.
All their forwards
That's
are gone.
fucking 4 key
That's
players.
a lot
you know?
of players.
Yeah.
Dolphins are missing the hammer.
Yep.
I think Kafusi's out.
JMK's named, but
I don't think he'll play.
I don't think he'll play. So I think Milford will go into the team, and
Mm.
I think someone, maybe Nick Kareem or Stone, will have to go hooker.
No, Nick Riemer's fullback.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play him everywhere. He's played
Who knows,
5'8",
mate?
halfback.
Well, who's
going
gonna
to
go hooker?
And fullback. He's literally
Maybe
a
Ray
spine.
Stone.
No, they got
Or that young kid.
Donahue. don't they?
Donahue.
Donahue's, yeah, seems to be playing in.
Either way, I think surely the Titans can't win with all those players out.
I like the Dolphins.
Fins up. Fins up.
What do you
this
reckon,
week.
Age? Are you safe?
Say from going out clubbing in a dolphin suit?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
reckon they
There was
go on?
one stage they were live odds $2 to make the 8.
I think
And
he's
I was
safe
shitting
now.
it.
Yeah, they fucked
But
it.
I think
eh?
they've lost 4 in a row, so
They're in
they
trouble.
they give me some buffer.
I said on the double live stream as well, like there was always worries about like their depth, and I think it's showing now. Like they lose a few key forwards and some outside backs, and it's really
Yeah,
like
Gilbert was a key loss. For
yeah,
him.
Gilbert's
That hurt.
massive. Marshall King when he's changes
He's
the team
so
completely.
essential to their team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's crazy. But
he brought him back into that
yeah,
game.
let's move on. Try scorer Tryfecta. We said it before. Age, you fucked up. You're doing a chilli shot
Yeah,
again.
I'll be doing it.
Stay
tuned.
Stay tuned to watch me cry and crumble.
So Age, this week, who you going?
I'm gonna go Hesse Ramyan.
Ooh,
Hesse scored.
Hesse?
Hesse, is that how you pronounce it?
Jesse.
Hesse.
I think it's Hesse.
I think it's Hesse.
Okay.
Hesse has scored the last 2 times versus Tigers.
Yeah.
And we know how bad Tigers' defense is. They leaked 130 points in the last 3 games as well.
Like it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going Hesse. He doesn't like passing much.
Do
so
you know what odds
hopefully-
they are?
I know what the total is. So
Ooh,
you
okay.
can tell us and I'll tell you the total.
Sweet. Well, I'm going Matt Tomoko. He's been probably his best season ever, considering he's only played 3. But Dragons, that left edge defense they got leaks a lot of points.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping him and Rapana can try and jag a few tries between them.
Tom Moxley's shooting for 3 in a row.
Is he?
Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful form.
There's your stat. Well, is this the fridge segment?
Oh, no,
Oh, no,
Jimmy,
so-
that's later in the show.
Okay, Trifecta. I'm going Valence Tafari.
Oh,
The
another
brick.
a fridge.
Mate, you
The
couldn't,
house.
you couldn't pick a Phrygia centre, maybe Olam?
No, there's
Yeah.
no Phrygia centre.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's
Valence
not
is
possible.
the fridge of
Valence,
centres.
mate, he's...
Valence is going to play for prop one day.
Bro,
That's
he's
gonna be it.
massive. He's fucking so
Did you
big.
see that try he scored?
Yeah, he should have passed, to be fair, but he's so big, he didn't need to pass.
He's
He's
so
a
big.
unit.
Kelly's gonna have nightmares all afternoon trying to mark up against Valence. But yeah, Valence fire for me.
Well, you might be having nightmares, Jim, if we get our first two and you're relying on this fridge to score.
I am. I would
So-
be.
So we're all going right centers.
Right centers.
Beautiful.
There you go. Right centers. And the
Remember it
total
was-
is $13.
Remember it was Euro of the center at one point?
It was.
Not anymore.
It's not the year of the center.
it's
But
not
hopefully it's the week of the centers because $13 would be juicy. So that's up now on Dabble. What about the best segment in the world's back, boys? You thought you could slip. You try to get off the script. I put it back on. Age is a relevant factor of the week. 1 in every 2 billion people will live to 116 or older.
Interesting.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. Mick?
You acknowledge it for once, boys.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
It's interesting stuff.
Yeah,
It
it
was.
was interesting.
There you go.
Anyway, listener question sponsored by TBC Live. Use the link in the description to sign up. Make some NRL predictions about literally anything. The app's still in its beta phase, so be nice.
Well, it's not an app yet, Mick.
No, it's
So they're working on this.
The app's coming.
yeah,
the
so
app-
just a
Stay tuned.
just a website.
That's
When that
just like
comes,
a little-
game changer
Little teaser.
for sure.
Wait for the app.
So listener questions been a staple segment since day one, but let's do it. Rosie Fadul 1. Do you know where I can buy what Freddie and Brandy were on picking the squad?
Fuck. If you could buy that, it'd be some expensive shit.
It
I don't know where I could buy it, Rosie.
I don't know.
I think
But
it's...
if I find out, I'll let you know.
Oh, I want to find out.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I
'cause
wanna know.
It's an 8-week high. It's lasted since game 1.
I think it's
Okay,
a...
it
I think
lasted
it's a...
since last year.
I think it's a... boys, I think it's a 4-year high.
Oh,
You know, we won only one series in the last 4 years.
Yeah, it's a killer.
Could be.
So, yeah, hopefully... Yeah, whatever it is, stay the fuck away. At Lachlan _M_J_03. What a username. Seriously, Lachlan, first of all.
Too many underscores.
74-0 and 66-0 scores this week. What do you guys make of it?
I think we're seeing a what's the word that I'm looking for? Like
A divide.
between the real top teams and those sort of bottom teams now.
Yeah.
It's a long season.
Yep.
They've
Like,
had
we
they've
know-
had long
yeah.
pre-seasons.
We know how close that top 8 is.
it's
top
been
10.
close for a while, but I think we're
There's
starting
a big
to
drop.
see
There's like
now,
a fall off cliff sort of
Yeah.
shit.
We're seeing the divide now. But yeah, Cowboys, I loved watching them. They had it in their heads like
That was personal.
we are beating the 66. Did you see all the X celebration?
So good.
Because Toa did it to
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Well, I didn't pick that up straight away.
Yeah.
I just thought it's like, suck it.
Yeah.
Mate, he
You
was
know?
sucking.
That's what the celebration is, but I didn't realize Toa did it
Oh,
the game that they
yeah.
smashed.
Apparently during the
them.
week,
Fucking so good.
Todd Payton had the score up everywhere in the facility.
66,
Really?
18
Gyms
everywhere.
yeah.
I don't blame
66
him.
to
That's
What's
18.
great motivation?
What
And
was
then
the score? 66.
18.
See, at least you guys scored 3 tries.
74-0.
That is so embarrassing.
That's shocking. And was they full strength teams, pretty much?
Yeah, they missed
Brook-
Appy. That's
yeah.
it. Appy and Brook. They had a few. Their spine was pretty
And
good.
obviously, we touched on the dogs. I don't know what Knights ate before the game, but they were unbelievable.
They were.
Kian_Newman. After the last round, do you reckon Warriors are contenders or pretenders?
Well, I think we said if they beat South, they're the real deal.
Mm.
And they couldn't even beat a South team without Trell, without Arrow. You know,
I still
who
think they're
missed
good.
someone else?
I think they're there.
Cass Campbell.
Arrow
Like,
said.
I don't think they're contenders to win the comp, but I don't think they're pretenders.
Like
to make
against the
eight.
top teams, they haven't been blown out.
No, they've been
Like
good.
they've been in the game.
I don't think they'll win the comp. I love the Warriors, but if we're going to be realistic, I think they're going to make the 8. They're a genuine top 8 team, but to win the comp, they've got to put away
it's a big
grade
ask.
South
It's a
side.
big ask. Yeah.
Warriors, they've been doing it. They're doing it pretty much as long as I've been watching. They always get everyone's hopes high a little bit, then they just go down a bit.
They lose the games. They
It's
should.
Consistency.
I actually reckon how they bounce back is going to be the big thing. They got a big next 5 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they can bounce back this week against Para, get some confidence
Yeah.
back, then it'll be all right.
But to Warriors' credit, South played the perfect brand of wet weather footy.
Yep.
Like if it was a dry track, who knows? Warriors could fucking blow them off the park. But I think we made 2 or 3 errors the whole game. Like it was cooked.
Well done, boys.
So congratulations to that B grade South team.
Yeah. At Moody_67, Barlow missing out and the inclusion of Drinkwater and Gutho thoughts. Well, we sort of just touched on it. It's pretty stiff that Barlow actually missed out, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of players that missed out in our opinions that were hard done by.
Yeah, I would have put Barlow at least on the bench.
Yeah, I mean,
And fuck, Drinky maybe fullback.
yeah,
Maybe.
Oh,
If we're thinking about next year,
nah,
purely.
I think Gutho's been better than Drinkwater. I know.
Fuck, man. Drinky's been
Drinky the last
good.
few weeks.
I don't know.
They've both been good.
I don't know if Drinky's game style is as suited to an Origin arena as someone like a Gutho.
He has
Effort
great
plays.
ball skills and
But
he
I
can
think
run.
would you rather have Gutho coming off the bench to win you the game, or Drinky?
I think Drinky would be better off the bench. I think
Yeah.
Gutho's a big minute player and like works himself into a game.
Drinky, imagine Drinky comes on.
That's
late.
Gutho's.
Like, he could win you the game.
But Drinky can only play what, fullback, 5'8"?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gutho can play in the centres and wing as well.
He's played a bit of mix. I
But
think
like
that's
for
why.
starting fullback, hey,
Yeah, hey.
I don't know.
Yeah. Can't ignore.
At Mikey C 1979, Adam Reynolds should have been number 7 with Cody Walker. Maybe for
Mate,
game
we're
2.
saying this game too.
I think now it's a bit late. I think
Yeah.
he's looking a bit to the future and he probably wants to see how Moses goes. Maybe Moses 5'8" with Cleary next year if things work out.
Yeah.
Maybe
or
that's what he's looking-
Cody Cleary if Cody kills it. You don't know.
You don't know.
Hey, if Freddie's there, we don't know what the fuck.
We don't even know what Freddie's doing from 2 weeks' time from game 2 to 3.
I don't even think Freddie
I don't even
knows.
know what he's going to do 10
No
months
one
away.
knows.
Who knows what he's going to do before kickoff?
Exactly.
Mate, he changes the bench and they start whoever's on the bench. They just
No,
fucking
it's a
try and
killer.
play mind games.
All right. Playing on penalty, boys. It's back. We love it. We'll get straight into it. At Prior Josh, South Sydney bias posted everywhere from the Cast Patrol account.
Well, there's only one person to probably look at that bias from.
Well, I'd like to say it's a play on
Okay.
because obviously we're South fans. Two
So
out
we're
of
all-
three.
we're all South
2 out of
fans.
3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And Souths are playing great. It's the
Do
year
you
of-
think you're
it's the year of
biased
the rabbit.
towards South?
Well, I think there may be a tiny bit of bias.
There's a bias.
For example, Cody Walker makes Origin. I'm going to say he's in form. He is in form. I'm going to say he deserves it. He does deserve it. But there's going to be people slamming him saying he's too old. He shouldn't
Yeah.
be picked. But obviously I see it through that other lens. And I think everyone does for their own team.
So play on?
I'm going to say play on, but there's an extent.
But posted everywhere.
Yeah.
I think
Everywhere.
not the South bias, the posted everywhere.
Well, I think on South's related posts, there's going to be bias.
Right.
But if you look at all our comments in general, it's pretty neutral. We suck off fucking Nico every time. We suck off fucking Hudson Young. It's not just South related.
Okay.
Thank you, H.
Thanks,
So I'm going to
H.
say play on.
Well done. At Liam Risman, switching Origin or NRL teams? It's a penalty. Can't switch.
Yeah, it's a penalty.
Oh, either.
Like
Yeah,
imagine
no.
going from
No, no,
South and
no,
then
no,
going,
no.
no, I want to go Manly.
That's a fucking
No
sin
way.
bin.
Once you have your team, you got to stick with it.
Yeah.
But I riddles you this: what's worse, switching your Origin team or switching
no,
your
I can't
NRL
switch
team?
Origin. Imagine
Ooh.
going for Blues till you're 20 and be like, oh, fuck, I'll go for
Yeah,
Queensland.
but imagine going for South and you're like, fuck it, we'll go for Roosters
Yeah,
or
it's
Panthers.
fucked. Imagine the players that
Yeah,
swap
I think it's
teams.
worse changing club team.
It'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Because like you, Jim, you were born in New South Wales and then you switched to Queensland.
Yeah, but I've always gone for Queensland.
Well, so when you were 4 years old, you went for Queensland?
Yes.
I think that's bullshit that just because you picked
I think it's
Queensland
unfair.
at a young age because of their stacked team, now you're like oblivious and pain free from all this fucking New South Wales shit.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit just because you went for Cowboys
Yeah.
that you can go for Queensland. You're born. Where did you play your first game of footy? New South Wales. Where were you
Queensland.
born? New South Wales.
Queensland.
I don't like it.
Gimpy
Jim's a
dog.
turncoat dog.
Gimpy. Yeah, Logan Brothers, bro. That's good.
What's the school that all the
Oh,
footy
Kebra Park.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Mate,
where I
that
went to
team,
school.
I don't know how they produced it. The amount of talent like Haas and stuff come from.
Next one at Hayden _P09. Living in Queensland or New South Wales and going for a team from opposite state.
I think we've spoken about this one before. It's definitely a penalty, not on.
If you do that, you're a turncoat dog and you should be frowned upon by everyone because it's state of origin, not state of who the fuck you think's going to
Yeah.
win the series.
Not state of I like these immortals.
Yeah, not state of, oh, I like JT and Matty Bowen.
All right, next one. Bit of ashes, boys. Johnny Bairstow run out. Play on a penalty. What do you reckon?
Oh, mate.
Thoughts?
First of all, I like to say, we know what Buzz Rothfield reckons. He said penalty.
He got flogged.
He got flogged.
He got flogged.
Who was it? Ryan Harris?
Yeah. Hat trick.
Just roast him so you don't know anything about rugby league, let
Let
alone
alone
cricket. Stay in your lane or something.
got
But,
ripped.
And then Buzz blocked
I
him.
don't know. I mean, I can see.
Is it in the spirit of the game?
I can see both sides of it.
Look, if Bairstow looked back and then just saw Keary catch it and then walked, I think it'd have been fine. But the fact that he just walked and then Keary went.
Well, I'll
for
tell
it.
you what, day 3, Bairstow did the exact same
Yeah, they
thing.
tried to do it to
Yeah.
But he
Barnett.
missed.
Yeah.
So what's the fucking difference? There was a principle.
You know what? Play to the whistle. Stay in your crease.
Yeah,
Literally,
so play on.
play the fucking whistle. I reckon play on.
Take that, you poms.
Yeah.
It was so
Because
stiff.
it's a gentleman's sport. It's
But you know
rough.
what? I will take it. Play on.
Fucking oath you take
We're
it. 2-0,
biased
baby.
dogs.
Yeah.
Play on.
2-0. Go the Aussies.
And then last one for this week, Taylor Swift. Tay-Tay?
Mate, big concerts. You know how much are Australian leagues alone worth?
How much?
5 million Aussies.
5 mil.
5 mil.
Wow.
Really?
And that's for like 6 shows or something. Or it could be 5 mil. No, sorry. She's doing 6 shows.
Yep.
5 mil a show.
5 mil a show.
5 mil a show.
Fuck off.
Fuck.
5 mil a show. Sorry.
Tay-Tay.
30 mil, bro. Just come to Australia.
Taylor Swift.
It's one of the
Fair.
biggest artists in the world. So
Play
I'm
on?
going to play on to that.
She can charge whatever she wants.
Yeah.
I mean, look, whether you like her or not, you definitely know a few of her songs.
100%.
Blank
100%.
Stace.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
Just
well-
give us a bit of a cover, Jim.
Of which one?
Romeo.
Yeah, you want to sing it.
You have to finish the line.
I don't know the song.
Finish
I don't
the
know the
lyric.
song you're talking about.
Romeo and Juliet. You don't know that song?
That's not a
It's
song.
Love Story.
Oh,
Mick knows?
Mick. Wait, do you have tickets, Mick?
I don't have tickets.
All right, boys, fill up the fridge. What do you reckon, boys?
All right, well, shout out to the props from last week. Jim, who were they?
Tommy Hazelton, Big Tino, and Geordie McLean.
Fuck. How many times have I fucking said Tino?
Yeah.
I actually cannot tip
He
him.
scores every week.
miss it
18,
every
eh?
time.
I miss him every week.
Fucked.
Like,
Maybe
I
you can do
actually,
it for the Origin fridge.
he kills me. Him and who's the other fridge that always scores?
Hamlin Yuli.
Nah, there's the other one I fucking keep missing. Oh, Fanil Blake. I miss
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Hey,
Like
yeah.
you tip him, he doesn't score. You don't tip him, he fucking barges through with no one over.
Who you going this week, Meek?
I'm going captain this week, Tom Burgess for South.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Captain's knock, eh?
yeah, captain's knock. I mean, he's always in and around if he can hold the ball, and yeah, I like his chances. I don't know what odds, but yeah, juice.
I tell you what, though, he does have a great play the ball. Sometimes not the quickest, but he knocks out like 3 or 4 people, and then we always seem to
And
score.
then drops
off
the
it.
ball.
Sometimes.
He's actually held on to it. Fun fact, I know it's not Tom, it's George. In that
Sorry, Tom.
in that 2014 campaign when South won the comp,
Yeah.
George Burgess had the highest amount of tries scored after he's play the balls.
Yeah.
Because he had just meters going forward, and he'd play the
They're
ball
so
quick.
big.
play the
knock
ball.
them
And he'd
back,
take
quick
like
play the ball.
5 players with him.
Yeah.
So,
see that.
yeah, random stats guy. Shout
Hey,
out.
there you go. Jimmy?
Mascot boy, Emre Gula.
Ooh.
Starting
Ooh.
prop for the Raiders this week.
We do like Gula.
So, yeah, hopefully.
Does he like a try, though?
Is he lock? I thought he was a lock.
Nah, he's 10.
Oh,
He's
lucky.
10 or just for those listening.
Mariotta's
no
lock.
locks.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's what confused me. Mariotta's normally
Yeah.
Front row
Front
fridges
fridge,
only.
yeah.
But yeah, mascot boy, Emre Gula. Does he love a try? I think he does.
I don't know,
He'll love
does
one this week.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's hard because there was 3 last week and one of them's not even a fridge. And McLean was, fuck.
Plan has
Don't
got
even
in
get me
fucking 2
started.
years.
Yeah, I know.
So,
And H, who you going?
I'll tell you who is a fridge, though. Thomas Hazelton.
Yep.
This bloke, I've been watching him.
Wait, he's good.
So he came on 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
First touch,
straight through a
fucking
hole.
straight through. You're not stopping this big fella, full head of
He's
steam.
fucking big, eh?
He's huge. He's a mountain. And then last week, I think it was the fucking first touch as well. Gets it and just goes bang off a ball from Nico. Turned him under and it was game over.
Is he young?
I think he's young. He's bold. It's deceiving,
young.
but I think he's youngish.
I remember watching
Under
him for
25, I
the first
reckon.
time.
Yeah.
And just like seeing this bald headed, tall, 6 foot, whatever, just like running so hard. I'm like, who is this guy?
But the best thing is, the guy plays 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
So he just goes fucking 100 miles an hour for that one stint.
So
Yeah.
good.
And he just needs to get it within 10 meters and you're not stopping.
You know he's going to go 100 miles an hour?
Who?
You.
Right now.
Right
is
about
it
now,
time,
Mick.
boys?
Please
Is it
do the
time?
honours.
Oh, this is so
It's time for tips of the week.
All right, Age.
Age
So
is about to do a
Age,
chili
I
shot.
had to read out my tip of the week.
Oh, fuck me dead.
Oh, this is
This is
bad.
going to fucking end me.
Wait, first of all, I like to read what it is. It says,
Oh,
use
no.
at your own risk.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's okay. Ready? I'll just give you one taste of Mad Dog 357 Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce, and you'll see your own ghost.
Oh, no.
Made
Yes.
with one of the world's hottest chili peppers, the Butt Jokica.
Oh, fuck
This
me.
isn't super hot; it's screaming hot.
Oh,
So,
no.
hey, do you want to have a smell, or you don't want to smell?
Yeah, me smell. Oh, fuck.
All right.
I can't wait.
fucking
Give-
end
So,
me.
Jim, we'll do it with you last week.
Oh, this is shit. Don't go over.
Nah, we're not. Same as
Jimmy's
me.
the moderator because he knows he's gonna fuck it. So I'm pouring it
my
right now for those
God.
listening. Those listening, tune into the YouTube.
Can't wait
Oh,
for
bro, I
it.
can smell it from here. It's so bad.
I can't handle chili.
I'm
as
getting
well.
Fucking
PTSD.
strong.
Oh, it's not
Guys, I'm going to say goodbye.
Keep
I'm
going.
going to say thank
Keep
you,
going,
Damien
keep
Cook,
going,
for
keep
stuffing it up
going.
at centre.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's
sweet.
That's it.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's sweet.
Oh, my God.
Age, I don't know what you want to. Oh, wait, let me just put this chili down so I can laugh. So I don't know if you want to like just.
Say your prayer. I don't know what you want to do.
Right, it's bad. And then you got to try and read out your triple your wage with age.
All right.
Best bet of the week.
Oh, that's gonna be so good. It's
First
my
of
time
all-
I actually might listen to his triple wage.
First of all, I'd like to say it was inconvenient Thanks for Damien Cook for trying your best at centre, but you're not a centre. I
can't believe
fucking
he
couldn't even
copped
get it to
a
Fox.
state of origin trifecta. That is
I can smell this from fucking
gold.
years.
It's bad. I was
I'm gonna
in
have to-
I
stitches.
reckon straight down the hatch.
So you haven't done it yet, Jim. He's
I'm gonna have to charge it.
going age.
Let me look at my best bet.
He's gonna charge.
Oh, this is fucked.
going age.
Straight down.
Straight down.
Don't even taste it. Just go straight throat. Gone.
Oh,
Triple your wage with
It'll be
age.
sweet for now.
$3.07. Sharks minus 6.5. Oh fuck. Raiders minus 6.5. Into Warriors. Oh,
He's actually going. No, it just gets worse.
oh, it's stuck in my throat. Triple your wage with age. Gamble responsibly. Oh fuck.
Yeah, you just got to sit here and write it out whilst me and.
Oh,
Sorry, can you repeat what the legs were? I didn't hear.
What were the legs?
All the
it's in the
legs.
back of my throat. It's stuck.
What were the legs?
All the legs. Read them again.
Sharks versus Tigers. Oh fuck. This is fucked. Tigers suck. They're gonna win by 7 or more.
Tigers are sharks.
Oh, this is fucked. This chili.
Bear in
Stuck in
mind,
my fucking throat.
bear in mind, you wanted me to do a full spoon of that. You would have actually died.
Raiders minus 6.5. They're gonna flog the Dragons into Warriors. That'll do me. What are your best bets?
I'm doing a massive shout out to Oz Footy Shorts. He gave away 8 pairs of New South Wales and Queensland footy shorts for the State of Origin comp. I got a pair over there. They're unreal. We even kicked in them at the Dabble Kicking Challenge. He's got some great discounts on the website. So head to www.footy-shorts.com.au. Great bloke. Follow him on Instagram at OzFootyShorts.
Yep. And for me, my tip of the week is set a deposit limit. We spoke about it earlier. Know your limits, gamble responsibly as always, and just enjoy it, but bet within your means. Set a deposit limit.
Exactly. And shout out to Big Les League again, 18th man for this week. So good luck to everyone.
Yep.
State of Origin potty dropping on Monday. Age, any final words? How you feeling?
Oh, it's scorching hot. It wasn't lying.
Yeah, it's
Like, my
bad,
mouth's
eh?
burning right now. It's like a sore throat, like on roids.
It's hot.
It's pretty fucked.
It's pretty hot.
Yeah, no, you don't want to. I
don't
hope
want
Rami and fucking scores. Thank you.
So thank Fox for that. Look down the barrel and shout him out again.
But
We'll
yeah,
close it off.
thank you, Adakar. Thank you, Cook, for being a great centre.
Game 2 Fox.
And Game 2 Fox is a fraud.
Yeah, good.
And yeah, triple your wage with age this week. Let's go back to back.
And we'll catch you all next week. Have a good one, everyone.
See you guys.
Enjoy, guys. See ya.